What's good, everybody? It's your main girl, Mell. I'm back with another episode looking like a maniac to the series called Cold Curls, which is your curly hair winter survival kit. In today's video, I'm going to be getting nitty-gritty and a little specific on the do's and the don'ts, the rights and the wrongs, the good and the bad, the birds and the bees of what to do to your hairs in the winter. Certain routines, techniques, and products will make a huge difference on your hair if you are using the wrong ones. And I will prove and show this to you by showing you guys one wash day that goes completely wrong. I have very dry, very frizzy hair that did not last me past 2-3 days. And then one wash day that led me to these flawless, moisturized, soft, defined, beautiful style. How does she do it, you ask? Well, let me show you. Without further ado, let's get to it. The first don't do that is going to be style your hair with the same old summer routine that you've been doing and expect to get the same results out of your styles. Here's the deal. The winter sucks for our hair. The extreme temperature changes from the sauna indoors to the tundra outside creates havoc on your hair, and it is often the main cause for your hairs to dry out, like this. Number 2, what you don't want to do is neglect your hairs that I have also done here. This is what you can expect shortly after wash day if you forget to protect. Not just forgetting to protect, but also by not nourishing your hair when it needs it. If you're noticing it's starting to get really dry, then fix that. Fix it then and there, because the longer you wait, the worse things are going to get. Damage will be done, and it's going to be much more work for you to repair that damage after, if you can even repair it, than if you were to fix it then and there. Number 3, don't, really ever, do not brush your dry hair. I don't even want to do it. Your dry hair has poor elasticity, which makes it brittle. You will cause a lot of stress to your hair. If your hair can even take it, you will probably cause a lot of breakage. You will definitely be damaging the cuticle and resulting in more split ends. So don't do that. Ever. Just don't ever do that. One thing that you can and should do is prepare your hair and scalps when you are going to be washing them by doing a pre-poo treatment. Yes, if you are going to shower, you probably should poo before you do that. But I'm talking about a pre-poo, which is a pre-shampoo for your hair. Doing a pre-poo means to prepare and protect, but protect your strands before you go in to the washing, the detangling process, and it's going to be especially good for hairs that are very dry and brittle and basically straight up neglected. There's a lot of different treatments you can do for your hair to pre-poo, and a lot of them are DIY. As a really good basic DIY treatment, applying heavier oils in the winter, such as sweet almond oil, Jamaican black castor oil, maybe some red pimento hair growth oil as well, will help to treat dandruff due to dry, flaky scalp during the winter months, and it will also help to protect your strands with a smoothing barrier, allowing for easy detangling and less stress to your hairs. Now, DIY is a great option and can also be very budget friendly, but I personally prefer to use products that are already pre-made for me, and ones like this scalp treatment, which I've been using for a long time now, has coconut oil, it has castor oil, as well as a bunch of other nourishing ingredients. So I would simply scalp massage my head with this. And when I'm using the Innate Life scalp treatment, I like to go in with the Herbal hair mask on my ends. They both smell really good and they both have all the ingredients I want on my hairs. Or another pre-shampoo treatment that I like to do, of course, is Olaplex. Olaplex is not a conditioner. It's not going to condition your hair, but if you have very damaged strands, this will help to repair your hair, and it's still going to pre-protect and strengthen before you shampoo. So there's a lot of options, a lot of different things to do, but what you do want to make sure you do is leave it in your hair long enough. So, covering your hair with a plastic cap and additionally adding heat is going to help your treatments to seep into your hair. Another option, if you want to get really fancy and do really deep penetration, you can use something like this, which is a very nice and warm thermal hair cap. This one's from Hot Heads. I heat it up in the microwave. You put it on your hair and just let that do its magic. Don't I look elegant? It's time to wash this out. Don't wash your hair. Oh. What do you mean? When I say don't shampoo, I'm referring to like a thorough wash. Don't shampoo more than, everyone's different and you do what you gotta do, but you probably don't want to shampoo more than twice a week maximum. And you guys know I love washing my hair. And I'm not a police on sulfates either. However, you are best to wash your hair less or use sulfate-free and just more moisturizing shampoos in general, using co-washes, aka conditioner washes. This is my favorite co-wash. This is the Curl Quenching Conditioning Wash from CurlSmith. Use these more often. You'll get a nice gentle cleanse while also conditioning and nourishing your ends. I love when things rhyme. You will still need to clarify your hair, just not as often, and when you do deep condition. This is not a joke if you live in dry, cold weather. However, if you have hair that is magically healthy and you're not living in the driest of times, then you can get away with not deep conditioning like crazy. However, for me, I'm deep conditioning every single time that I'm using a shampoo, and I am also leaving it in. Okay, so I am back. Did a little face beat for you all, cleaned up the disaster in the washroom. I'm sorry, Amanda. I also used your makeup, Amanda, and it might not have been the right shade for me, but it's still pretty cute. And it was the perfect opportunity to let this deep conditioner sit in my head, which I will now be rinsing out. But not completely. Don't rinse out all of your conditioner. Many of you may already be doing this. And I want you to take this tip with a light little grain of salt, because if your conditioner is stating to thoroughly rinse, then you should thoroughly rinse. We don't know why, but the company's telling you not to do so, so don't do that. However, on the bright side, there are a lot of conditioners that can be left in. In fact, some will say specifically that you can use it as a leave-in or leave a little bit in, or they won't say anything, and in that case, it might be okay. The idea here is to leave some slip in your hair. Leaving that little bit of moisture left in your hair is going to retain moisture later on. It's a lot of talking in this video. I'm losing it. So if you're going to choose to leave in the conditioner that you have, my advice to you is to give yourself a light rinse at the roots, and then let that water pour down and squish out and squeeze all of the excess conditioner. This will help to leave a little bit in without it being too heavy. Or if you are going to rinse out your conditioner, put a leave-on, leave-in conditioner immediately. Like now, right away. Don't let your hair dry for a second. Zero. No, I know. Okay, I've gotta go. I'm gonna go style my hair now. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna rinse this conditioner out, although it looks great. Like, I could leave a little bit of it in. I also want to note that I'm rinsing my hair out with warm water. The best way that you're gonna lock in your moisture is not by using cold water, but it's by using products that are moisturizing that also have a nice little balance of protein. Remember these guys? From the original winter routine. This is the AG Fast Food Moisture Leave-In and the Mousse Gel. Just like the Eva NYC products that I used in this year's winter routine, these both have protein in them. No wonder they keep my hair soft and moisturized. And they are also very low to glycerin free. Don't use products that are high in humectants. What is a humectant? I have explained this explicitly in previous videos. So a very popular humectant that you will find in most of your products is glycerin. You may also find agave nectar, honey. These are humectants that will attract moisture to wherever is dry. And as I've explained previously, what you need to understand is when the air is drier than your hair, because you've just extremely hydrated your hair, it's feeling wonderful now, it's gonna look great now. Once you emerge from the home and enter the outdoors, you will be struck with dryness. So something you can do to combat this is try to use products that are very low or have no humectants, and use products that have more emollients. So I'm going to begin styling my hair right after rinsing. I'm going to apply a couple pumps of the fast food leave-in, comb that through, section my hair, and start defining. Don't be afraid to use more product. Now you will see on the don't side that I am using a lot of product, but if you take a look at the consistency of this product, it is very runny, very watery, which is not a bad thing. However, water does evaporate. And so I can use as much as I want now, and this water can leave my hair, especially because these products also have those humectants. I feel like that whole thing has gotten old, and I think now there's some people that do that just to be like, oh, I'm being funny. I don't like to be funny when it comes to wasting product. I'm still gonna use it. Then that will affect your longevity. And if you simply skimp out on product, your hair will dry out and it will become frizzier faster. So I've brushed all my product through, but I'm going to be taking things another step further. Because yes, brushing your product through can give great definition, but you need to be thorough with it. So I'm going now in sections, and I'm going to be using my Denman brush. You may also want to finger coil. These methods are going to give you maximum amount of definition, and the more defined your hair is, the more the curl is going to last. For efficiency, I Denman brushed my whole head, but for extra definition, I'm going to finger coil my bangs. So I take this whole section here. So if you were someone that would typically use, let's say, an even amount of leave-in to gel, use more leave-in and creams than gel. But now you're worried about adding too much product to your hair that's going to weigh it down. You can switch to using a mousse that has strong hold that will give you a lot of bounce and not weigh you down. Also, the difference between this mousse and the Eva NYC is this one is a stronger hold. So if you like stronger hold, this is a really great option. Or use an extra strong hold gel. And because you have a lot of cream in there, it won't be as strong, so you're not going to get crazy crunchy hair regardless, but you'll still get good hold. This is the don't that I really don't want to do. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to really bundle up, and I'm going to air dry outside. The worst is yet to come. I'll see you outside. Phew. It's actually not the coldest day ever. It's not that cold. I'll show you kind of what's going on out here. Yes. As if we're not cold enough. Don't let your hair get exposed to the cold, especially if it is wet. The cold air outdoors will actually expand the hair shaft. Think about it. If you put water in a full container and you freeze it, the container will overflow. Ice expands. So if your hair begins to freeze outdoors, your hair shaft is going to expand. This is going to put stress on your hair cuticle, lead to a lot of frizz, and it can also lead to breakage. Now, what else is going to happen if you swell up your cuticle? Everything you tried to seal in is going to leave, including your hair color. If you color your hair, you will experience more fadage, and you're going to be a dry, dull mess. Why? As I said before, do use emollients and seal that moisture in your hair. I'm going in with the Ela NYC primer. Like I did in my last routine, I like to use this because it's also going to give me some heat protection for when I diffuse. So I'm simply just spraying this around my hair. And I like that it's in a spray form so I don't have to disturb all the curls and definition that I just slaved away at. Don't apply oil to hair that's already dry and expect it to moisturize. It's not gonna do that. Hydration comes from water. And oil and water repel. So don't be putting oil on your hair before you put water. Why are you dry? How did you get so dry? What is this? And the cycle starts over. Better luck next time. Just shave it. Just shave it. Now for me, when I'm diffusing, I'm going in high heat, high speed because we're here for efficiency. However, if you know me, if you've watched my channel, if you've watched my diffusing videos, you know I'm not afraid to use some heat when I'm diffusing. Now, in case you're the person that's thinking, what the hell, Mel? I don't have a blow dryer. If you absolutely must leave the house with wet hair, then be sure to protect your hair from the weather by concealing it. Maybe tuck it underneath a scarf or a hat and try to get back to warmth as soon as possible. That right there is popping. Now we want to seal it all in. Verb oil, silk. The last thing you absolutely need to do is make sure that you protect it. You just put all of this work into getting it to look so fire. Please sleep with your bonnet and or any other satin accessories so that the style will last you. And she still looks cute with it too. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something new today. And if you want to know how I'm going to be refreshing this as the days go on, then go check out the refresh video. You can also see my updated winter routine. You can see last year's winter routine. And make sure you are subscribed with the little bell on to keep watching all the upcoming videos I have to help you survive these dreaded cold times. So stay tuned because we have protective styles, we have formal dressy styles, we've got product options, we've got what to look, I'm losing count. There are so many things that I have to share with you because I am here for you. All right, guys, this has been your main girl, Mel, and I am out. Peace. The birds and the bees. We're back. The planes and the trains. Ooh, it's good. Oh, I kind of look cute. Also, who wants a makeup tutorial? Hello! Oh, wow! I wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna be outside in the garage. Oh, wait, my tea. I'm gonna need my tea. Don't let your hair get close to the cold when it's wet. Let it dry completely. Oh my god! I'm a fucking idiot. Namaste. Moisture must stay. My voice sounds like shit. What happened? It's notes. No. 2 notes. Let's rip that shirt.